Damn. I'm not gonna lie. I look handsome. I look handsome. I like holding this mic. So if you're like, oh, you could clip it on, you could clip it on. I know. But I like holding it. So deal with it. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I'm holding my emotional support mic. Thank you. Uh, welcome to the channel. My name is Cass. You're watching Cass on Repeat. I am so tired. I got up early. I thought I had a work interview today, child. Oh my god. I called the lady. She said, "Oh, it's a good thing you called. We didn't really we didn't schedule a day for you yet." I was like, "Oh." I mean, it worked out because my stomach was bubbling, bubbling like King Bubba. My stomach was bubbling. I was like, "Oh no, I can't go, bro." But then once she like told me I didn't have to go, like it just went away. Like all the issues with my stomach, I was fine. I think I was just nervous. I don't know. It's not like I was gonna get the job. Shouldn't be negative, but I'm just like, thank you for clicking the video. I appreciate you. Even if you don't watch the video, thank you for clicking. Thank you for sitting here with me this whole time. If not, that's fine too. Free will. If you could please give me a like, comment, and subscribe, that would be great. And if you really like this video, you could share. I appreciate that as well. Back to the topic. So, I went to kill the old version of yourself in order to create the new version. We all have the potential to be a phoenix. They're like, what are you talking about? What do you mean potential to be a bird? What are you talking about? What I'm saying is sometimes we have to die, not literally though. Not literally, don't, not like self delete or anything like that. But I mean, like that old mentality of you, the old mindset has to die. Not you, not literal. Okay, I'm very literal, but this one is not literal. And this is not a literal moment for me. Just the way you are, your habits, unhealthy things that you are doing that are subconsciously hurting yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? I know that's right. My little city sport. It's so cute. This little mic. I love this little mic. I feel like important. Like you can't tell me shit, bitch. What? Who said that? Anyways, we to stomp that trick, we gotta get rid of that old version. It's not working. It helped us get through whatever we were going through at the time. Thank you. I appreciate that old version of myself. That old version of you. Show it some love. Say, thank you. I appreciate it. But you gotta go. You gotta go, ho. We need to get rid of him, her, they, them. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. What if I just live in the end? Like, what if I'm just that girl? Like, shit, shit just unfold. Like, I'm just gonna tell myself, like, I'm just that bitch. I'm the one, two, three, four. I'm everything. Okay? And I feel like it's time for us. So I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. It's time for us to rise up, rise from the ashes, like a phoenix. Like a phoenix. Not me whispering. Like a phoenix. It was giving a little snake though. I don't know. That wasn't giving bird. That was giving snake. But yeah. So I told myself I went to the store. I was not happy. Like I miss like dressing up, being cute. But then I talk about it like it can't come back. You get so deep into those toxic habits where you forget that we're always present. We're always present. So why are we talking about the past as if the past can be present? You know what I mean? Like the past is the past. So I realized, what if I just acted in a way that resonated with my soul, with my spirit? But I was at an awkward stage where I didn't know what I wanted. And I still don't completely know, but I have a few things in mind. I've narrowed it down. And this is what worked for me. So I'm a little hard-headed, I'm not gonna lie. So I had to fight with myself. I'm not saying you have to. This is just my situation. And I'm a little hard-headed and I have a lot of an ego. Ego isn't bad, but it can be toxic. You gotta always make sure you have an ego that is like helping you boost your self-esteem. It's not ego to like just prove a point and be right. Mine was to prove a point and be right. That's where I fucked up. So because of this ego, I got a big ego. Because of the ego, I'm getting distracted. Because of the ego, I did not want to admit I was wrong. And it was pissing me off because I knew I was wrong, but I couldn't admit I was wrong because I hate admitting I'm wrong because I'm always right, even though I'm wrong. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? You better. Let me stop. So now at my big ass age, I'm like, oh, you didn't like any of that shit you did. I don't know why you did that. That was a waste of time. You wasted your own time. Ooh, that hurt my feelings. I hurt my own feelings just now. I wasted my time trying to be something I was not. Insanity. See that maybe that's why I have these white walls. I'm right where I need to be. I'm right where I need to be. With this white ass shirt. Look like a straight jacket. God damn, I can't with the white man. Everything white, I can't. So the more and more I was like, I'm gonna be this because this makes money and this does this and on the inside, I couldn't stand that shit. I was like, damn girl, you know you don't like this. And I'm like, I don't. But then I'm like, I want to prove a point. I want to be right. I want to be right. I want to be right. But then the other party's like, but you're wrong. But you're wrong. So it was a lot of internal. It was an internal battle, and I'm a very stubborn person. So this battle went on for how long has it been? I think 6 or 7 years. I've been lying to myself. 6 or 7 years. Damn, that's enough time to be a doctor. That's you can get your doctorate, bitch. That's sad. I know it's so sad. Anyways, we're not gonna stuck on the past. We're present, present. Okay. So I just think like, damn, what if you had just like, I don't know, did the shit that you actually liked, how far you would have gotten. But then I can't think about that because that's kind of like speaking in a I don't know, the tone of it sounds sad and I'm tired of being sad. I'm done. You know. I, I have to it's gotta move on. So like I said, I think we can all be a phoenix. But you have to be honest with you. And are you willing to do that? Some people, it doesn't take as long. My shit took 6, 7 years. It might take you like a year, 6 months, maybe 10, a decade. It's just up to you. If you want to keep living a lie, you're going to live a lie. You know? So I thought to myself, what if I just live in the end? Like, what if I just act like I'm that girl? Even if you don't agree, you know what matters? I agree with me. So even if you don't agree, you're a hater or whatever, thank you. You're still watching. Okay. But if you're here to learn, welcome to the class. What if I just exercise my free will? What if I just do things I actually like? Like I like to draw. What if I just draw? What if I just sing? Like I like to sing. I like music. What if I just dance? I like to dance. What if I just be present? I like content. I like making videos. I like to talk. I talk to myself all the time. Like all the time I talk to myself. My mom used to be like, "What are you doing? What's that noise?" I'm like, "That's me." She said, "Who are you talking to?" I'm talking to me, myself, and I. What are you talking about? Who am I talking to? I'm my only child. You ain't give me no siblings. I'm talking to me. Okay? I'm one of those that be having an argument in the mirror like, "Oh, bitch, this what you gonna say. This what you gonna say to that bitch when you see that bitch again." I be going off. I'm not crazy though. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Don't look at me like that. I'm not crazy. But yeah. So what am I interested in? It took years and years. Okay, this was not an easy journey. I realized things that I really enjoy. I enjoy fashion, creativity. I feel I was always meant to do creative things. I don't know why I thought if I was just like a doctor, it would work out. I'm like, doctor, I can barely write an essay. Like, I can't even sit still enough to write an essay. I don't want to be a doctor. How am I going to write these medical reports for the patients? Oh, shit. You know, but then I can't sit still for like drawing. I can really focus when it's like drawing, music, if it's the gym, like working out. So I told myself, what if I'm just that girl? And not what if, because that's still kind of past tense, no? Instead, I am that girl. I am that person. I'm chosen. Yes, I'm highly favored. But I gotta act like it, I gotta start exercising my right. Because if you don't use it, you lose it. It's like a muscle. You gotta flex it. You gotta lift heavy. You gotta stretch it. Understand what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm thinking, in order to do so, I'm gonna start. These are a few things I've been doing to help with living in the end, so to speak. I listen to like my little meditations, my little positive meditations, because they say when you sleep, it like listening to stuff like that also affects your subconscious, and it's powerful. It can set the tone for your day. So I'm like, oh shit, let me listen to like positive guided meditations. So I'm doing that. Do I do it every day? I'm not consistent, but if I remember to, yeah, I do it. I put it on. I sleep through the night. I sleep good. I'm not gonna lie, I sleep a little better with guided meditations. I thought to myself, what if I just start playing like music? Like, what if I just get an instrument? Like, what if you just explore yourself, like explore your mind, explore your passion, and live in the end? What if I just on the weekends I should just go to the gym? I went to the gym. Did I do much? No, but I went and I haven't gone in a while, so I went. So that's like the first step. Got a meditation, going to the gym. Got to get those good endorphins, and then I gotta work on this diet. I'm not gonna lie, the diet is from the pits of hell. That's why my stomach be tossing and turning. Rice crispy. I just be. So I need to do. I thought about. I'm like, what if I just do like a healthy meditation too? What if I just get my little notebook, write down my calories, probably gonna be like 4,000, 5,000. Let's be real. And go from there. Like, what if I just take action? Take action. You don't have to be, you don't have to overwhelm yourself. You can do these things slowly. You can just slowly incorporate things to get you to your destination, but you got to do something, you know? And this is coming from someone that spends a lot of time, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Blah, 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 blah. Don't do any of that shit. And it gets old. And I thought to myself, what if I wear nice clothes? What if I dress up nice? Like, I wasn't even trying. I just thought about it. And then I thought I had an interview today, and I'm dressed. And I'm not gonna lie, because I'm dressed like this, I'm recording these videos. Like, I even told myself, I said, one day, girl, you're just gonna wake up, turn on the camera, turn on the computer, and you're at work. You're at work. You're working. And some way, somehow, it like manifests. I'm working right now. Look at me. I'm not gonna lie, before I even like hit the record button, I was falling asleep. But then I told myself, I said, no, if I'm working from home, why am I sleeping? The old version of you sleeps during working hours. The new version, we're up. Even if we're tired, we're gonna keep going. Okay? I'm just gonna live in the end. I'm living in the end. It's already happened. It's done. What's done is done. You know? I got the six pack. It's not funny. I got the six pack. I got the physique. I got the aesthetic. I got everything. I got the personality. I got the creativity. I got the care, the love. I always wanted to do like stand up, but people looking at me, it's like it freaks me out, get me clammy and shit. So that's another thing. I gotta, you gotta find things that you're interested in, but you gotta take time and make space to hone in on these interests. You can't just say, oh, I'm just gonna be a doctor. I'm just gonna be a lawyer. But you don't know if you like, do you like reading? I'm not saying you can't read, but like, do you like reading? Because that requires a lot of reading. Or do you like moving your body? You like gymnastics, dancing? You gotta really figure out what you like. And then maybe you just want like a regular job, which is fine. Not everyone can be creative 24/7. Even just a regular job, that's fine too. But it's trial and error. You have to start somewhere because you'll never know if you don't try. There's been sometimes on some things I've done where I'm like, damn, I wish I never came here. But then in my head, I have to tell myself, like, no, girl, because if you didn't come here, you'd still be curious. At least now we know not to come back. But if you didn't come here, you would have never found out what you know now. You know what I'm saying? So it's about discovery. It's about learning yourself every day, talking to yourself, taking care of yourself. And not just, sometimes it's more than just food, water, shelter, you know? It's about what's burning in here. It's about feeding the fire in here, feeding that flame. And you can't do that if you're just not present. You gotta be here. And don't get me wrong, there's times I feel like I'm here and I'm not here. You know what I mean? Like I'm here but I'm not. Like it don't even feel real. Like I feel like I'm in like a matrix. I feel like I'm in a Truman Show or something. Like I don't feel like it's real. Certain days it does not feel real. I'm just like what's going on? But you gotta take what you know or take what you've learned and exercise it. See what sticks, see what doesn't. And there's no way you're gonna know what sticks, what's not gonna land if you don't try. You know what I mean? You gotta put some effort toward it. You gotta push forward a little bit, you know. I'm not saying to be a miracle worker and get everything done at once. But I'm just saying you have to take action, but in a realistic way. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, take baby steps. They say Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither is your personality. Neither were you. You weren't made in a day. Okay? So, that was my homework for me. And maybe this will be homework for you. Figure out what works and figure out what doesn't. But the only way you're going to figure that out is if you're in the moment and actively trying. You can't be like, I want to do this, and then you're just in bed. How are you going to know if you're just in bed all day? You gotta start somewhere. And I'm not saying this to be a luxury. I'm saying that because I'm speaking from experience. I know what it's like to just be here like, damn, is this really my life? Is this all? Like, we just work and like eat, sleep, and then eventually we die? Is that it? Like, there's nothing more? There is, but it depends on your journey. It just depends. Some people, they find out what their main passion purpose is. Even from they were a kid, they just know, like, oh, I was meant to be this. I was meant to be that. If you're like me, it was a little bit of a struggle, and that's okay. You can always go back and change your path. You can always go back and you can always reroute, like GPS. You can reroute, work around it. Just don't go back. If it didn't work, just don't go back. And the reason why I say that is because I think it was like 6 years ago. Excuse me. It was 6 years ago. I was a dental assistant, and it didn't work out with the first job I had. I was fresh out of school, and I guess it didn't work out. They said I wasn't fast enough. I wasn't catching on. Yeah, I was really crushed by it because it was like my first ever job. And I was so sad. I was crying. I was listening to Landslide. The landslide bring you down, down. And if you see my reflection in a snow-covered hill, okay, I was bawling my eyes. I was like, damn. And I studied hard in school. I had like a perfect GPA. It just didn't work out. And I tried again. Found another job as an assistant. It sticked a little longer. I was there for like 3 years, almost 3 years. 2 to 3 years. I don't know exactly. But I was overworked. Like, I was exhausted. I was shriveling up. I was looking like a raisin. It was skin and bones. And then I moved on, and I wanted to move out. And that's when I moved. I didn't know how I was gonna move. I didn't know where I was gonna go. I know this is crazy, right? Even though I focus on things I don't achieve, there's things I've achieved without even trying. Like, I didn't know how I was gonna move out. But then I met a group of friends, and they pulled some strings to get me here, which was crazy. I just had to pay for my own plane ticket, which I managed to do. And I even managed to ship my car. Like, imagine I managed to do that. And I was here from Connecticut, mind you. I'm born and raised in New York, but I moved to Connecticut, then to California. So one C state to another C state. Then I was here for a couple years, and what happened? Lost my car. No car now. I want another one. I do want a car, but it's expensive. The interest and my credit score, yeah, girl, that's gonna be wild. Yeah, I don't know about that. But anyways, just putting it out there. Lost a car, worked a lot of jobs, and then I became a dental assistant again. And that's where I am right now. And it's just like my first job as a dental assistant where, they're like, oh, you're too slow, da 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 da. And at first I was like, I was upset. I was. But then part of me was like, wait, I've been here before. This is like deja vu. This is like the same shit happening, but 6 or 7 years later. And I thought it was so funny because once I realized, like, wait, this has happened to me. The only difference is this time I'm filming, I'm recording, I'm doing what I'm passionate about, and I'm actually being consistent, which I didn't do. Like, I would stream here and there, but I was not consistent. And I think the more and more I strayed away from making content, the more and more I kind of spiraled because I feel like this is what keeps me sane. This is what keeps me going. And I said, I even agreed. I was like, hey, if it ain't work, it don't work. Before I would have put up a fight and be like, no, my God, I'm so sad. But now I'm just like, I gotta move on. I can't be stuck. I am an unstoppable object. I must keep going. Before I would have just been like, oh my God, my life is over. I'm like, I've been here before. I'm gonna make content. And so here we are. I've been here before and and now I have even less. But that's okay because I have less to lose and more to gain. See what I'm saying? So it's like life is full circle, but it's just trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. And there's some things that you don't do where you're like, oh, maybe it's not for me. And then the second time it's like, oh, no, this is for me. This is my passion. And that's okay. You're doing a great job with what you have. And that's okay. You're working with what you got. Okay? If I give you lemons, you make lemonade. And if you can't make lemonade, you make lemon powder. Okay? That's what you got. That's what you got at that moment. But that's not what is to come for it. What is to that's not permanent. It's just present right now. But that's not permanent. That's not the future. It's just temporary. So the more and more I tell myself, the better and better I feel, the better and better I become. It's temporary. It's just a phase. And we're always going through phases. It's like a snake. We're always shedding skin. We're always shedding our old self or the past self must die. Every now and then the past version of you must die. We're constantly evolving. That's humans. As humans, that's life. So we can either be stuck on certain things, or we can say, hey, this is what I'm going to take from this situation, and I'm going to move on now. Thank you for the experience. And that's it. But yeah, sorry for the noise. The walls are thin in my apartment. They're super thin. The walls are so thin. Um, that's all I had to say. I didn't mean to ramble, but I'm still kind of new to like this recording thing. I don't know. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Um, and if you really, really, really like this video, if you would share it, I'd appreciate it. But like I said, the fact that you even stopped by and clicked, I appreciate you. That's the end of this video. I'm wrapping it up. Bye.